Hello and welcome to Homeschool MBA, where we talk about different management, business, administration topics. Thank you for being here. Let's get started. So, the agenda today is organizational alignment. I have created a one-page slide on an organizational alignment, which gives 7 key parameters of an organization. These are also known as the 7S. We will go through each one of them in detail. Hello, Professor. How are you doing? Let's talk about organizational alignment.
I'm okay. Thank you very much for calling. Organizational alignment. As we have discussed earlier, that the organizations are made up of people and they have different departments and different functions to be performed in order to achieve the organizational objectives, goals, missions, and visions. So therefore, there are different factors or elements that have to be aligned or have to be put together, because the one factor or element supports the other one. And when all of them, they click in the same way, then the organization is progressing at a very efficient speed. So one of these, as you call it, all the S's, one of these is structure. And structure means that how we can, the organizational structure is designed to achieve organizational vision, mission, goals, which include strategy of the organization. It can be designed in different styles, that is geographical, functional, or matrix. So what structure here we are talking about is the design of the organization. That is it geographical based, or is it functional based, or is it matrix? And that structure is designed keeping in view the vision and mission of the organization. Similarly, the strategy. Strategy basically is a long-term planning, which is also called sustainable planning or vision of the organization. So the good managers or the chief executives, they are very visionary, they are futuristic, and they can visualize that the how the organization should look like after 10 years and how should they reach there. To achieve that objective, they create the strategy, and within the strategy, there are various tactics and tools to achieve the success by considering various factors like competitors' role, and then resources available, and then specified business problems that we are taking. So the strategy is perhaps the most important as of all these elements. So one has to be very, very careful about it. And remember that the strategy is developed by the top management of the organization, especially the chief executive and the think tank that he has available to him, like board of directors or executives committee and things like that. And then they move down to developing systems to street to achieve the, or to implement that strategy. Now, system here means set of procedures and SOPs, which includes job descriptions, responsibilities, duties, and rights of the staff, those who are involved in implementation of organization strategy. So every employee must understand what, when, where, how he is or she is to perform. And these systems these days, especially, they are computer-based systems as well, where every worker's role is defined, their task is defined, and their activities are defined, and they have to perform their role according to the job descriptions. And then there is a monitoring system within that whether the employees are performing their job well or not, or according to the standards of the organization or not. Now when we talk of standards of the organization, then we move down to the leadership styles. Style here means the leadership style. So the managers, you see, there are different leadership styles like, dictatorial style, like surgical style, like situational leadership, like, you know, leading from the front, like leading from behind. So that style, the managers, they adopt, keeping in view the social fabric of the organization or the communication system of the organization, and that has to be value based to create a kind of culture within the organization. So basically, the leadership would determine the speed of the achievement of strategic goals and strategic mission and vision. So it would mainly depend on the leadership style of the managers. And these are not only the senior managers, but even the managers at operational level or strategic level or even people management level. So they would like to adopt different styles. So depending on the situation. So therefore we say that situational leadership is a very important factor in styles. And now when we are talking of styles and leadership, so they have the style is adapted for the staff because the staff has to be directed, the staff has to be led either from the front or from the back or within a certain situation. So staff is a key factor in development of human intellectual capital. Basically, what we mean over here is that if the staff is properly developed, capacity building is done, and continuous improvement programs are implemented, then the efforts, the hard work, and the intelligence, and the initiative, and the emotional intelligence, all these factors, they are converted into human intellectual capital. And that human intellectual capital, also known as HIC, that then leads to the companies stocks, they go very high because of the HIC of the people. So when the companies stocks go very high, they start making profits and the customers feel satisfied. And when all this is happening, it is called the organization is cruising. And when the organization is cruising, then the employees feel very happy because the benefits and the advantages trickle down to them, and the customers and the clients, they feel very happy because they get the first class service. Now here we then move down to the skills of the employees, that what kind of skills do they need to achieve the objectives so far we have discussed. And these skills can be, they can comprise of human beings. Therefore what I mean is the organizations comprise of human beings, therefore they need human skills. So organizations are not the bricks of the company or the plant and machinery of the company or the computer hardware of the company or the computer software of the company. The organization is of people, and people skills need to be developed. And these people skills are like technical skills, communication skills, social skills. All these skills put together, they are actually inculcated in the staff, are built in the staff through training, through capacity building courses, and through continuous improvement program. And the employees, they become fully skilled to perform their jobs or to perform their roles and to complete their task. And when they complete their task, then a kind of shared value system comes up. And this shared value are the core values of the organization, like honesty, objectivity, meritocracy, leadership style, hard work, discipline, respect for rules and regulations. These are the values of the organization. And when these values, they are put into practice, then all these assets are linked together, and the company's objective, mission, and vision is achieved. So we cannot say that which one is the most important. Perhaps every element of this organizational alignment has its own role to play. Overall, people are the most important, not the systems and not the buildings and hardware. Therefore, we can say that if we develop a very good value system within the organization, that people perform not for the sake of reward and award, or not for the sake of a punishment, but for the sake of personal satisfaction, that they are doing the they have sense of achievement and sense of performance, then the organization, they successfully perform. And that's what I would say, generally speaking, the organizational alignment is all about.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you, Professor. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Please like and subscribe to all our social media.